Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam, and this week I'm still in partnership with Global Social Business Partners that is working with Agape House, founded by Rev. Kitty Ward, to allow young women to become more self-sufficient in all areas of life, including the kitchen. So this week I am sharing a spiced potatoes and bean recipe that's super hearty, very filling, and of course delicious. So if you guys love recipes that are under 20 for a family of 4, please subscribe and keep watching. All right, welcome back. So of course I wanted to share with you all the ingredients first along with their prices. So I've got an onion for 99 cents, a garlic for 49 cents. I've got a cilantro that I can use more than just this recipe with, but that was $1.49. I have a jalapeno that I bought for 19 cents. I've got some oil that I didn't include the price on, but oil and spices, like I've mentioned before, I am hoping that you already have on hand. I've got a can of kidney beans for 99 cents. I've got a jar of marinara sauce for $1.39. Got some potatoes that were $1.99, but there was more in the bag, so of course I can use it for other recipes. I've got spices that are salt and pepper and this sazon seasoning that is really easy to make, and I'll include the recipe for it in my description box below. And then rice. I bought a bag of that was kind of small, so it was $1.99 for that bag. And that's it. So the total came out to be $9.52. Such a steal for 4 servings, which is $2.38 per serving. And this is a very, very filling recipe, so I guarantee that it's going to really fill you up. So first thing I wanted to share with you is just my prep process. As always, like I showed last week, I like to have a bowl to have all my discard, and that way things just really go much faster. So for this recipe, I'm only using half of an onion, so I put the other half back in the fridge to use in another recipe. And then garlic, I used 3 garlic cloves that I use my handy dandy garlic press for because I love it. It just makes my life so much easier, and I just love how thinly minced that everything gets when I use this. So after that, I just diced up my potatoes. I always just leave my skin on if it's small potatoes like this, and it just makes it so much easier too. So just small pieces that are even so that they cook all at the same time. And then I had a jalapeno that I wanted to add. I removed the seeds. If you like things even spicier, go ahead and leave the seeds on, but be warned, it can get a tiny bit spicy. Since it is for my husband and I removed the seeds, and I just made the size really small so that it is about the same size as the onion and the garlic. And then lastly, I added some cilantro. So I'm just chopping up my cilantro really, really small. And actually what I did is I ran my knife through all of the garlic, onion, cilantro, and jalapeno a few times to make everything really, really small so that you really don't taste it in the beans or see it. So it just kind of melts right into the sauce later on. So just fried that up with a little bit of oil for a few minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes, and then I added in my can of beans. Didn't drain the can at all, I just directly added in the entire can with all of its juices. And then I added a little bit of water, the marinara sauce, the diced potatoes, my seasoning with the bay leaf, and then I just let it kind of simmer and bubble away for 15 to 20 minutes. You'll know it's done when it's nice and thick, and I'll show you here what it looks like when it's done. You can see that it's so creamy, so delicious and dark in color, and that's when you know maybe 15-20 minutes later that it's done. And then at the end, I just garnished it with a little bit of cilantro, and that's it. You are ready to go. I plate mine with my rice. I cooked my rice in a rice cooker, so it was really easy. It was going at the same time as my beans. And then you can really put a side of anything With this, because I was already using the onions and the jalapenos, I just diced up some extra pieces to add on the side along with a lemon piece. But the lemon is optional. I just kind of like the added flavor a little bit, kind of brings a little bit of light to the entire dish. But that is it. Really, really easy. It could not have been easy. Comes together in about 20 to 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer if you're using a rice cooker. But yeah, it's super hearty and super filling. All right, there you guys go. That is my recipe for the week in partnership with Global Social Business Partners that is working with Agape House, allowing women to become more self-sufficient in the kitchen. This recipe and many more can be found on my website, which I'll put a link to in the description box below, along with some information about Global Social Business Partners and Agape House, so that if you're interested, you can look into that more too. So if you guys love easy recipes that are delicious and take no time to make, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life tastefully balanced.